"Daddy, please help her." The words weren't loud. They didn't need to be. Ethan Cole heard his 8-year-old daughter's trembling voice from just a few steps away, and everything in him shifted. One second he was just a single dad trying to enjoy a quiet afternoon at a crowded pier restaurant. The next, he was no longer simply a civilian in jeans and a faded ball cap. He was a Navy SEAL. Across the patio, 5 men had surrounded a young waitress near the railing overlooking the water. Their laughter was sharp, mean-spirited. One of them grabbed her wrist as she tried to pull away. Another blocked her path. People watched, but no one moved. Ethan's daughter, Lily, stood beside their table clutching her stuffed dolphin, her white eyes locked on the scene. "Daddy," she whispered again, her voice breaking, "please help her." Ethan didn't rush. He didn't shout. He simply stood. The chair legs scraped softly against the wooden deck as he stepped forward. Calm, focused, controlled. "Let her go," he said evenly. The men turned. They sized him up quickly, 1 guy against 5. He looked ordinary enough. No uniform, no badge. Just a tall, broad-shouldered man with steady eyes and a posture that radiated quiet authority. "Mind your business," one of them sneered. Ethan's voice didn't rise. "You're making it my business." The man gripping the waitress tightened his hold. "Or what?" Ethan moved. What happened next unfolded in seconds. The first man lunged. Ethan pivoted, redirecting the momentum with a sharp twist that sent the attacker crashing into a table. The second swung wildly. Ethan ducked and delivered a precise elbow strike that dropped him instantly. The third tried to tackle him from behind, but Ethan shifted his weight, hooked the man's leg, and sent him slamming onto the deck. 2 left. 1 hesitated. The other charged in anger. Ethan closed the distance before the punch fully formed, disarming him with a swift wrist lock and forcing him to the ground. The last man, eyes wide now, took a step back, then another, before attempting to run. Ethan caught him by the collar and pinned him against the railing with controlled force. "Walk away," Ethan said quietly, inches from his face. "Now." The man nodded frantically. Within moments, all 5 were scrambling off the patio, battered pride stinging more than bruises. Silence fell over the restaurant. The waitress stood frozen, tears streaking her cheeks. Ethan stepped back immediately, giving her space. "You're okay," he said gently. She nodded, trying to find her voice. Applause began slowly, then grew louder. Phones were raised. People whispered. Someone muttered, "Who is that guy?" Ethan ignored them all. He walked back to his table where Lily waited, her small face filled with awe. "You weren't scared," she said. He crouched to her level, brushing a strand of hair from her forehead. "Being scared is normal," he replied softly. "Doing the right thing anyway, that's what matters." Before he could sit, the deep hum of approaching engines cut through the air. 2 black SUVs pulled into the nearby lot. The doors opened in unison. Out stepped a decorated Marine general, full dress uniform gleaming in the afternoon sun. Medals lined his chest. His posture was rigid, commanding. The crowd parted instinctively as the general strode forward. Ethan exhaled slowly under his breath. The general stopped a few feet away. For a moment, they simply stared at one another. Recognition flickered. Then, in front of everyone, the Marine general snapped to attention, and saluted. Gasps rippled through the crowd. "Master Chief Ethan Cole," the general said firmly, voice carrying across the patio. "I should have known."